Well, hello. We're back on another program of Older But Wiser. I'm Jim Sicetta, and we have another co-host here.
I'm Lorraine Callahan.
And we have two wonderful guests here, Robert Caramanica and Jack McGrath. And they've been in this area in Everett here and very active with sports and senior citizens. And Robert, you and I were in school together in the first grade, and
that's right, Jim.
And we're still here. And you've been active at the Everett Armory and at the Recreation Center. Tell us about all your activities there. When did you start on that?
Well, it was May 20th, 1952. Former Mayor Bill Crowley appointed me, and about around 59, I got appointed as Assistant Recreation Supervisor. You'll have to pardon the voice here. And I worked with Sammy Gentile for many years, and along at 86, I moved down to the Armory as a full supervisor and retired on June 30th, 1992.
52, and this is 2000, that's 48 years.
Yeah, well, the last 8 or so have been semi-retired.
Semi-retired, like all of us, right?
Did you coach any of these teams down there?
Mostly programming, officiating, stuff like that, issuing permits and running smokers and sports nights, and a lot of fun. It's a good job.
Yeah.
And you've done a lot with senior citizens, too.
The last 6.5 years.
And I've got to ask you a question. Are you older but wiser with all these years in the city? That's the name of this program.
I wish I was wealthier, but that's...
And Jack...
I just wanted to say, I mean, after 52 years, his retirement is very high in the city. Lucky man.
Do they give you so much per year that you've spent?
Yeah, well, it's based on years and your top 3 years of salary. And there's A, B, and C if you want to protect your wife, whatever. So.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah.
Well, I'm not starving. We're doing all right here.
Well, and Jack, I know you live on the same street as I do right now on Pleasant Street.
Yeah, and I still see you shoveling snow.
And I've noticed that when we were younger, all my 5 children used to call you Uncle Jack.
Well, your daughter Lorraine would come up to the house and babysit for my
two
sisters, 2 nieces and nephew, and they started imitating them. And then we'd go out in the field and play a little sports on the Pleasant Street, and it just stuck. You know how it is.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Who did they imitate? You?
Yeah, they imitated me because I had a lot of, words like whoop whoop, and I'd give them the old code, and they kind of thought I was a clown.
Oh, yeah.
Well, when I first moved there, I noticed they used to say Uncle Jack. But who's this Uncle Jack? Finally, I said, I got to find out who this Uncle Jack is. And how many years has it been? Quite a few years, at least 35 years.
Yeah, I was there 72. I kind of moved there.
Yeah, so
30, and they're all involved in sports. Your daughters in sports, Mark,
yes.
and your son Stephen.
Yeah,
and Joe. They're all in hockey and all those things.
Oh yeah, and all their children now too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So it's very interesting. So, and I've seen you on more television programs. You and Robert with the.
We did the first. Bobby remembers for Channel 3. We did the first football game back in '89.
And you announced the whole game.
Yep.
That was. And then we had the. Am I interfering here too? I kind of hog a lot.
No, you're. I'm just gonna say you're really a veteran. At this TV program stuff.
I want Bob to, we did the first basketball game for Channel 3. That was in December of '89, right after the football game, and it was against Cambridge Rindge. And Everett had never beaten them. And so because of that success, Bob, we started
a little bit of softball.
More. Yeah, that's right. Girls softball got in there, and we do about 4 games. We wouldn't do the away games after that. Then we started doing the away games.
And then we proceeded to do interviews like Danny Ross and Zach Boyages, Yo-Yo Ginelli, all the well-known athletes from Everett.
We had John DiBiase.
Yeah.
And you've been on this so long that all these people that you associated with became senior citizens.
Right.
But we haven't, though.
Well,
no, except your daughter. Your daughter was on Channel 3.
Oh, was she?
Lorraine,
well,
sure.
You can talk about her.
Cannon,
I'll allow that.
Very
Yeah.
Very good. Well, there were a few other older people. Yo-Yo was, he was over 60
Oh, he's,
when he went on. And Honey
Yeah.
Bourbon, you forgot him,
yes, how could we, huh?
huh?
So
He's the historian of Everett football. And he
now
was
I'm
on
going to get back
3.
to
He was
the
on 3.
Everett Armory. When you were down there, did they have these same programs
Yes.
where they had parties and social?
They had ceramics and line dancing.
Yeah,
and,
so
and
you were pretty
yeah.
busy with that
and
too.
it was there, and we tried to.
Were you in on that, Jack, too? Did you?
No,
ever
I
get-
wasn't in on that, but you
Jack?
got to remember, this gentleman was like Blockbusters video. He'd pick up all these movies and go around to the Elks and
Knights of
Moose,
Columbus.
Knights of Columbus, and you'd show it to anybody.
Imagine that, huh?
The record was the Orange Bowl game, 23 times that Moody Santa was so generous to let us borrow.
23 times.
In the 67 World Series, about 22 times.
Wow, Bud. See,
Yeah.
talk about a memory. Huh?
Yeah.
He doesn't have to worry
Yeah.
about Alzheimer.
You know, I'll tell you, while he was down the park,
Yeah.
Swan Street Park, practicing sports, I was practicing how to play the drums. And he went one way and I went the other way.
I made $10 and you made quite a bit. Down at the Ray Bestis playing softball.
Yeah, but how about this gentleman still work?
I-
Still 5 nights a week you work. How
I
many
just
people
want
Well,
his
no,
taxes.
And you work 5 days a week.
See,
6.
so,
6? All right.
well, I don't know. I think people of our age were very ambitious and we tried to.
You
we,
had
well,
to
we
work.
we grew up on hard times and
Yes.
we needed to be ambitious to survive, really.
Right.
Depression
And,
babies.
And
Yeah,
we
you
didn't-
had
we
to
weren't
work all the
And the
time.
dads,
Yeah.
some of us lost our dads very young, you know, so it was
Yeah.
had no choice.
And you couldn't depend on your parents in those days.
Oh,
they had no money.
No, there was none. We had to deliver papers,
Yeah, right.
and it was quite a tough life for us.
Pick up firewood and coal.
That's
whatever.
right, yeah.
I remember
It
your
was
dad.
tough.
He's a good snow shoveler, too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's been very interesting interviewing you two, and we've seen a lot of you on television, and now it's been our pleasure to have. Have you got anything to ask these?
No, I wanted to tell him that when my Freddie was young, and my nephews, they'd all get on the wreck, and that's all I used to hear was Bob.
Oh yeah, he's done a lot for this
Yeah,
city.
they used, that's, you trusted them when they were
Well,
down
everybody
there.
knows these people, so.
Yeah, well,
And-
this was what, in the
Late
50s? Yeah,
mid 60s, yeah.
Yeah.
And they played as adults too.
yeah.
Can I say one more thing about
Oh,
him?
sure, say it.
He introduced boxing.
He did?
Yeah, well, where is that today? They don't even have that in
We
high
had
school.
boxing show, Pat Shannon's, you know, Sammy
Oh,
Gentile was
really?
the
Pat
they-
Shannon, he
commander,
was
yeah.
he was Jancy the cop,
Bill
wasn't
Jancy,
he?
yeah.
Yeah.
He had one,
See, there are things
Halloween
I don't
night,
know
yeah.
about him, and I've known him since I was
it's quite a
6 years
job
old.
to put up the ring, you know, it's expensive, but it went over great.
Yeah,
Yeah, we had 2 or 3 of them.
you had that where, down the wreck?
Yep. And
Yeah.
It was Halloween night, 54. We started the Pony League. And I know Irish Bob Murphy, Joe Rendon, we had a lot of, Nami Hayes, a lot of
Tell
big
me,
names.
why did Jancy, I forget his first name.
Pat, or
Yeah,
Billy.
why did he box under the name Pat Shannon instead of his own name?
I think it might have been his mother's maiden name, if I remember
really?
correctly.
Marilyn?
I think so.
Oh, his mother.
Mother's maiden
Yeah,
name.
his
you know,
mother, yeah.
Marilyn Curtis, of course,
Was
his
his
wife.
wife, yeah.
And
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
You had Rico Sacramone down there.
Yep,
and,
at the same time. Well, Pat had 40 guys, and Harper, the fireman, retired, he was there, and his young brother, Eddie, the retired police sergeant. And we'd take care of the basketball, Sergeant Scully and myself, and Pat would he loved that boxing. And
Yeah.
sometimes we'd be at nights and we'd go out South Border Road and run the course. I could hardly keep up with him when
I
he
know.
did. He'd come back and we'd do the work, and he'd hit the bag and stuff. And Harold Nelson was the janitor, the greatest janitor I ever saw. He'd keep that place immaculate, you know. Then he used Scotch tape to keep it weather-bound during the winter. And him and Sammy just,
And it worked?
deceased 2 years ago, you know. It was a good crew, great crew.
Well, as I said, it's nice to have people that you've known all your life on the program. I want to thank you for being on
Thank
the
you.
program with us. Jack, it's always nice to
you.
see you. I see him on my street all the time. Robert,
My
nice
pleasure,
to
Jim.
see you
My
too.
pleasure. Yeah.
It's been a great interview, and well, I'll be seeing you in all those old familiar places.
Right.
My song.